This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Sorcerer King Rivals, a new 4X grand strategy game where heroes of might and magic and Age of Wonders meet civilizations. Build your cities, gather your armies, and grow your magic to stop the evil Sorcerer King.
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a 3v3 we hope is of the epic variety. Our players for today as our allies, we're going to have Adele and Carvalho.
Nailed it.
Thank you very much. He's going to be playing as our Soviets. Yes.
Yeah, it was
Capango as our USF and Poster as our UKF. So we've got the full spectrum of our allied factions here.
And the Axis, we're going to have Gaming Nico as the OKW. Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, will be the Wehrmacht. I don't know if you know that song.
No, but I enjoyed you singing.
Okay, you look it up, dude.
Yeah.
And normally you're the one that breaks out into song, so that was a bit of variety. And Jaeger will be our Wehrmacht here. So we're casting a 3v3. Casting these big team games doesn't happen very often. I just laughed at Mortar as the second unit, which is a totally legit thing in these big team games. And we're on like Riev Winter, Summer even, of course, which was accidentally put back into the map pool. It's like one of the worst maps in those big team games. But we're on a 3v3, so it's not quite as bad in terms of like congestion. You don't have as many units being bottlenecked. So people often ask us, like, how do we decide what replays we cast? Because sometimes people send us replays and we don't cast them, and then we'll cast other replays that, you know, we're sent in. And when it comes to team games, we generally just, whenever we feel like it, like today we were like, hey, you want to cast a 3v3? Yeah, right. And we got one that was sent to us. So thanks to whoever sent it in. But for the most part, we only cast high-level 1v1 games. So hopefully this is good. That's kind of the thing is with team games. It's always a gamble. You roll the dice. It's either going to be an incredible, epic, giant slugfest, which is like, whoa, that was so hype. Or it's just going to be like a really slow grind, like, okay, this thing's happening.
The ultimate BM. Going infantry sections don't have enough damage for you to bother stopping repairing your Kubel wagon with the Storm Pioneers, so... Retarget, not even necessary. And nice to see. Ooh, this is actually going to be a nice setup.
You won't get it.
The suppression here.
Okay, so what happened there is he didn't stop moving. If he stopped moving his infantry, he probably would have had enough damage to just focus down the gunner, given that he was in negative cover. And also... oh my
Not two
God.
squads, no!
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's putting I lost my rifleman. Better build another mortar. Well, that's not good.
No good side, yeah. So there are a couple of ways that Capago could have played that. And he kind of went in the middle. You're definitely right. He could have stopped. He also could have kept running in the same direction he was running and abused the arc of the MG. It's going to be another wipe here. Jaeger's going to lose that, and the conscript's going to cap it. What he could have done as well is kept running in the same direction. He would have forced the MG to rotate on its axis and then acquire the squads, and he probably would have got out of the arc with one of the squads before that happened. Instead, he ran straight at the MG, so the MG doesn't have to move.
Yeah.
So it just auto-acquires the first squad, and at that kind of range, you're going to be instantly suppressed.
He also could have split up his echelon and his rifleman, so you can't focus both down. But that was actually a really nice Molotov, though, because he threw the Molotov behind the MG, anticipating a retreat. He didn't throw it on the MG, so that was actually quite clever. But this could be get gunned down.
Yeah, late retreat.
The Kubel mainly doing the damage. Yeah, the Pyre's probably not doing so much there with their medium range damage, which is being buffed next patch. Literally a copy-paste from my mod. Oh, don't cap it, bro.
No, don't do it.
Oh, no.
No.
Alright, this is going to be like a General Gentleman outrage montage.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure people will find this funny.
Constantly say, oh no.
Yeah, so... There are a few ways that you can avoid that MG. And so... Because the thing is to bear in mind, with HMG teams, the starting crew have a very hefty received accuracy penalty. I believe it's 1.2, maybe it's even 1.25. So they get focused down very fast, let alone negative cover, which is just instantly would have died. And also, the closer you get to the squad, it means that you then have a higher chance of targeting the rest of the crew. Where if you're at a range where only the gunner is within range of the rifleman, then only the gunner will get targeted. You can see that most directly with the sniper, but just with things in general, mainly LMGs. So hopefully we've learnt today how to deal with MGs that are caught out in the open.
As much as I like the composition coming out here from Coh2,
oh no!
you guys need what?
Oh, there's 1,000.
I don't want to look.
1,200 manpower. Because I was like, why does this guy only have 2 squads? He has 2 squads in the field.
Tell me when the
man. No, I know you can look now, Blake. You can look now.
Tell me when the bad vampire fight goes away.
You can look now.
Are you sure?
Well,
Tell me when it goes. Is it under 1,000?
It's under 1,000.
Okay, right.
It's under 1,000.
I'm back, guys. Don't worry.
Archon Hawk. That's the zone of tolerance. Is less than 1,000.
I couldn't look. I just couldn't look at the screen unless it was under 1,000 manpower again. So, build squads, guys. Build squads.
See, the allies, they know what's up. They're building squads.
Yeah.
Double MG.
It's gonna be a wipe on the echelon if they don't retreat as well. You need to retreat here.
Yeah, this is that
I'm
one.
not gonna trade that out. So, yeah, really need to retreat. Yeah. I mean, you do need frontline infantry as well. Coh2's starting to get a bit more of that up, but you need something to at least scout for the mortars so they have something to shoot at. But yeah, Rasputin could have had just an unstoppable, unbreakable hold on that fuel point, obviously with the exception of these mortars. But he could just held that area for a long period of time if he had 2, 3, 4 grenadier squads up there. 3 grenadier squads up there.
Oh wow, okay, this is actually a really bad positioning because what's going to happen here is you're going to have the mortar barraging and it's going to hit either. It's going to either scatter into the bofers or to the mortar pits. You definitely want to split them up so you can't hit both with a single barrage. So I guess this really is turning into tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Tightrope here. Welcome to another Tips and Tricks
video.
Tightrope.
It's going to be going down. Would recommend retreating squads as well. Always a plus. You're certainly right. Yeah, you never want to have your emplacements or anything in a place. Same with infantry squads where possible scatters can hit other things. It's always it's okay, what's the max scatter for a barrage or something that's going to hit this area? Okay, I want whatever it is out of that. And the same rule applies to blowing infantry. For example, look at those sandbags there. If you had an ISG firing, you don't want 2 squads of conscripts behind those same sandbags, despite the heavy cover, because there's such a high chance of them getting hit with an ISG shell, as opposed to having 1 squad there and 1 squad just a little bit off. Always split up.
So, for example, here, so if you have the mortar firing at the Volk, you want to have the Raketin somewhere else. So I think that's attack move is probably why.
Yeah.
Raketin could, the Kubel could go down, but so could the mortar.
This is just you just retreat everything moment.
Yeah.
The mortar team's probably going to gun down the Kubel here, but as soon as you get engaged or you lose line of sight when it comes to the mortars, you should never be afraid of just preemptively retreating squads. The mortar still isn't retreating, it's just moving.
Oh! Mortar shell gets the Kubel. And that's going to be a nasty nade. That's the problem with having multiple squads in the building is the flamers and the grenades do so much damage to them. Oh my god, this is mortar bait.
Yeah, that's mortar bait. That's right, he's already wiped the mortars though.
No, there's actually more over here.
Yeah, there's another one actually walked backwards.
I don't know what this guy's doing, but
it's soft retreated. The mortar actually managed to soft retreat because it wasn't being focused. So yeah, just never be afraid to preemptively retreat your support weapons because of that. The pack up time, you can get caught in death loops. There are so many reasons to just preemptively get things out of there. It's always better to lose territory rather than losing squads.
These are again the perfect example because what's going to happen is Jaeger's mortars will fire at the mortar emplacement. The mortar emplacement will automatically return fire at their mortar and then hit the MG or hit the grenadiers that were next to it over here. And it just keeps doing it. There's another mortar pit next to a mortar pit.
As well. It's going to be a late brace. And remember, the brace only reduces damage just a little bit. Like, it's regardless of whether that mortar shot connected or not, it probably would have died even with the brace on. You have to hit brace, At the latest, if you've got about 50% health, at the latest you should be hitting brace then to get the full usage out of the brace.
Yeah.
There's no use hitting it when you're on virtually no health and a mortar shot's going to kill you one way or the other.
It's like, I don't know, like a 90% reduction.
Yeah.
So you're
less,
not invincible.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta have a bit of health to work with.
All right, I wonder if we're gonna see our players do the Archonhawk Deluxe.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Which is where you just build more mortars because you just can't be bothered. You don't have the mental energy to recapture, retreat, heal up, reinforce those weapons.
That certainly should be the play here for our axes. They've got all those sport weapons forward, good mortars, good MGs. Just run forward, cap those all up. Sniper caps would not recommend.
Yeah, this sniper. Oh man, he has to be careful of the mortars. If not, just squads nearby. Does he actually have a med bunker? He doesn't have a med bunker.
Okay,
goodbye, Blake.
Yeah, we're back in a bit.
Almost, not quite though.
How much longer?
I don't know. Oh, he's building a med bunker.
Okay, right. Alright. Okay, that's enough of me to keep watching for a little bit longer, so yeah. Just anything. Like if you're floating 1,000 map at this point of the game, it doesn't matter what you build, just build something. It doesn't even matter if it's the right composition. It's just I'd be Grenadier, squad wipe half track, pack. Or the Grenadier, squad wipe half track, he already has a pack, so I don't know, something else. Grenadier, squad wipe half track, maybe I don't know, anything. Just anything, honestly.
Just in case you guys aren't aware, the squad wipe half track is of course the mechanized assault group, which we affectionately call the squad wipe half track. Yeah, anything is better than nothing for the most part. Or you know, caches are an option.
Yep. Well, just increase the squad count. So something really important. Something when I really struggled with it when I was because I didn't play a lot of RTS prior to getting into shoutcasting and the machine turned me straight. Is getting the hang of doing lots of micro and macroing at the same time. So
macro,
man. Just use those beautiful F keys at the top of your keyboard to just like, oh, have a Grenadier squad. And it's just such light macro that you actually have to do in a game like Company of Heroes relative to something like StarCraft. It's just like, yeah, I mean 1,000 map life. That's only 3 squads. So you only need to hit 6 keys to get rid of that float.
Yeah, it's like in Company of Heroes, your macro is building a squad and reinforcing every 30 seconds, every minute. In StarCraft, it's like building 12 things per second. Like, not actually exaggerating. It is actually, your APM needs to be, okay, there's exaggerating. Your APM needs to be 200, which is like, it's 3, actions per second. So, okay, like 3 things per second. But anyway, SU-76 on the field. There's no armor for the Axis because they're all floating so much. Well, look at this field bank for gaming Neko. This 2-2 being a little bit too far forward. There's going to be a Bofors there anyway.
They're going to be going down. That was a little bit too deep. This is a little bit too early to save it for a Young Tiger. If you're wondering how early is too early, this is too early. Spending that.
Defensive doctrine as well is interesting. Is he actually making use of it? I think we have the Imperial Dane Deluxe. Not having the med bunker. Not even... Oh no, he has a battle group here.
Yeah.
But there's no retreat point or no medics here. So the double Imperial Dane Deluxe.
It's actually a nice spot for a battle group. It's going to help out his allies if they're actually the ones holding that left-hand side VP. They can run back and get heals from the battle group. So actually makes sense. Yeah, even this is fine. I'm not even mad that there's 3 squads of Panzer Grenadiers queued.
Yes, yes!
It's not the ideal competition, but it doesn't matter. Like,
that's how you play this game.
That's how you play. That's perfect. Like, beautiful. I would give him a pat. I would give Rasputin a pat on the back for that. I don't care if it's the perfect composition.
Insert meme of like the Salt Bay with like the credits. I might actually Photoshop that if I remember, but I probably won't remember.
Yeah, that is going to be the thumbnail.
But now Gaming Neko needs to do the same with the Fusiliers. That's such a great squad to blob. And 2-2 went down. There's actually a fighting position as well. Yeah, the allies. These guys have much better macro. Oh my god!
No! Cancel it! Cancel it! Setting up with no. Alright, so this is the problem. There's a few things. Obviously, you're setting up under fire.
What is the problem?
That's a big problem. But also, you're setting up without any forward visions. You don't know what's forward. That's a good cancel. I'm pretty sure that was a cancel.
Well, he was so late, he probably didn't get much back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have We have a bit of manpower here for Adel Carnivo. A lot of munitions too, but once he gets his incendiary, he can just start blowing that. Also, you can go for his KV8 pretty soon. So, yeah, I just need to keep building squads, man.
Yep, keep building squads. Allies are doing a pretty good job. They've got good compositions out. A lot of units. Eventually, that's just going to turn the tides. At the moment, they have double BP control, which is nice. We get 431 BPs for our allies compared to the 372 of our Axis.
This house isn't very good to be in. The bunker it is, because the smaller the building, the more damage you take from AoE attacks. Yeah, here comes the Panzergren blob. That's what we want. There we go, boys.
They didn't even pick up a flamer. I'm pretty sure there's a flamer on the ground.
There is now, yeah.
Flamer P-Grens, that is dangerous. That's a pickup. That's an insta pickup. There we go. Get it.
The problem with that is you can't attack while moving, but it's still worth it. No, I didn't get it.
Such indirect fire.
Border crew standing by for one of our fighting positions is sustaining
More squads, boys. More squads.
Still more emplacements being built on the left side.
Yeah. Cromwell's going to be out. It's good stuff from our allies. It's a nice way to break through this camp because, you know, the MGs are in the area. The mortar barrage is out. Cromwell's going to be a solid follow-up here. We get the wipe. Nice.
Another pro little tip is if you want to wipe something, like a weapon, if you put the Cromwell just in front of it, like here, then you'll actually have the coaxial MG firing as well. Especially with T-34s, it makes a big difference. The T-34s have quite a deadly coaxial machine gun. I believe it's coaxial, maybe it's hull machine gun. Unless coaxial is the turret MG. I don't know. I like tanks, but I'm not like a hardcore tank enthusiast. I say that despite the fact that I've been to a German tank museum in Münster, Germany, quite far away from
stuff from Posture as well. It doesn't have a squad in the area, so Pops, I forgot what it's called, gets the Cromwell caps in anyway. The Cromwell's going to be going with the cap here. So Pops the Vet 1 Soviet ability.
What?
No, back.
Soviet.
So Posture, what did he pop? It's raid operation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
raid
said
operation.
Soviet. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. Soviet Vet 1 ability, where you get to capture ones and tanks.
Yeah. But also your infantry, they kept faster?
Yeah.
Okay, right, I get it. That was a joke. That's the joke.
That's the joke.
Yeah, okay, I get it now. Oh, you make a joke.
Very funny.
you're
Pack actually wiped Cromwell. The decrewed. And she's going to take this pack down. We should just see a rush of squads coming in from our allies to cap these back.
See, I was doing the Spanish guy from Family Guy. You're doing Borat.
I was, yeah.
Direct shot from
I don't do Spanish guy from
Family Guy.
anything. So.
I think it's Spanish.
I have a distinct lack of available accents. You found my Achilles heel.
Yeah,
Machine, so.
you kind of all blur them together as like as Borat essentially.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a nasty panzer shot. Going to be wiping the engineers. Obviously looking for the cap onto the Cromwell.
That was so unintentional.
Yeah.
But it was a clever play.
Yeah.
It's like,
if this was a high level 3v3, we'd be like, oh, the play is so good. Explain, machine.
Okay, so it was pretty obvious that the Allies were going to lose control of the abandoned Cromwell. I think it's pretty self-explanatory because the Vickers went behind the wreck. The Panzer IV fired at the Cromwell wreck accidentally and denied the opportunity to recrew that one.
I see the NCD being used actively now. Adelan Carvalho is now having that big munitions float, so it's going to spend that.
Wow, he survived. The incendiary must have timed off. Didn't take damage retreating through that.
A little bit safer positioning here from the Panzer headquarters, which is nice.
Rasputin, he does have a Panzerwerfer. He has his tier 4 now, but he needs to do the Rasputin Deluxe and just build 3 Panzergrens.
I want to see it again. Gotta be spending that manpower. It's probably going to be a KV8 here.
Cool.
Carvalho.
It's a little bit too deep.
Yeah. Again, no forward vision. Kind of a unit is not a good idea. And
He's not really marking this too well either, going back and forwards. like a jigsaw, a seesaw. I mean.
He probably made the mistake of using click-back micro rather than reverse move micro there. You remember when we used to reverse move our tanks by clicking behind them?
Coh2,
So,
yeah, man, those are dark times.
Yeah.
I go back Dow 2. I mean, I don't play Coh2 anymore, but like Dow 2 every now and again.
It's really easy to make pathing and movement mistakes if you're not using reverse move. So always use reverse move.
Yeah.
And for the love of God, don't click reverse move.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's rough.
Should be the Incendiary there, doesn't actually need it. The Panzer Grenadier is going to be wiping that one down.
Another Incendiary.
Yeah. No harm in overuse when you have that many munitions banked up, and he's actually going to get a wipe of the Raketten, so good play. Should have the KV-8 coming up shortly. Adol's already has the manpower floated up. That's a really good position. That's good timing to go for the manpower float. Should go for a double caddy here as well.
I was just thinking about whenever Nathan Phillips tries to pronounce incendiary, he always says like incendiary. Incendiary. Couldn't help but making that connection. Anyway, oh there we go. Yes, my man, Gaming Neko, double overs. That's exactly what you want to do. Just build things, man. It's all it's all about.
Nice.
So those are heavy engineers?
Yes, they are indeed.
Or is it?
Not for much longer though. They're about to go down. So.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was the half track was heavy engineers.
Pack going down as well. Fairly solid Panzer micro there as well. Juking the pack up.
Wow, this Stuart. I don't know what he's doing.
It's well too deep. Not sure what he's doing in there.
Siding for an incendiary, but okay. I mean, alright.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
I suppose you'll do some damage.
I'm not really sure what the intention there was. Maybe wiping the ISGs was a possibility, but Stuart wasn't really going for them.
Should we name this Bronze League Heroes in honor of Husky?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we have caddies on the field.
Yeah, double caddy in fact, so. And manpower spend.
That's a lot of damage. Was that double barrage? It must have been. Yeah, they both fired.
Yeah.
And the KV-8 can finish this one off. KV-8 has fantastic damage versus buildings. Oh, the cannon! Oh my god!
Oh no!
Is this gonna happen, Blake? Is this real?
Barrage.
Is this even real?
This is gonna be brutal!
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Panzer, he had one job, man.
That's
you had one job, and he...
Yeah.
That's unlucky
unfortunate,
RNG.
yeah.
Very unlucky there. He could have got both of those. Is he on his secondary? Oh my god.
No!
Oh my god, he's on his secondary. What is he doing?
You get more range, but the flame is just so much more efficient when it comes to taking out those... I mean...
The flame would kill that instantly.
Yeah. Instead of taking a lot of unnecessary damage.
Oh man,
from
even
the
the Su-76 as well would be good versus that. That was a nice incendiary.
Yeah,
though.
that's actually going to be decrewed machine. KV-8's going to be decrewed by the last pack shot here. Yeah, the flame would have been a better choice. Obviously, you have to get a little bit closer, but he wasn't really at Faust risk.
He needs to barrage this.
And that was a really bad recrew as well. It's right in front of a squad of Panzer Grenadiers. They're actually going to retreat. They're not going to take another shot. They were suppressed, so by the Maxim. Oh, here we go. Do it to him.
Did he get it? Did he seriously kill it? He did.
Yeah,
wow.
Nice. Good
Alright,
stuff.
Gentlemen, do not recommend you try and kill KV-8s with a flak half track, but in this case, it was a slither of health away from dying.
A bit more action on the left-hand side of the map as well around that VP.
Oh, hull down! What a mad dog!
Nice, that's a bit different. They're having a pretty tough time penetrating this Cromwell. In fact, there's a lot of bounces.
It's actually a Churchill.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. Wow.
From the side, it's a lot more obvious.
It looked like a Cromwell from the front, but that makes a little bit more sense than it is a Churchill.
I don't think the Churchill has much armor, but it has a lot of health.
Yeah.
What arty is that? Oh, that's the sector arty. Was that the repair? Yeah, that was the vehicle repair. Yeah, that's actually quite risky popping that in combat. Not only is he getting hit by the sector arty, he's also
in the sector arty.
Near the pack. He's
not
actually
getting out of there.
He's not attacking grounding. He's just attack moving. is bad.
Yeah, you need to. This is an attack ground mode. It's not even going to matter. The artillery continues, machine.
How does it?
Is there something else coming?
Will barrage enemies. So I think it automatically hits enemies.
Yeah. We switch over. There wasn't another arty coming down. I'm pretty sure that was just a sector arty, but just to make sure. Yeah.
It's like zeroing arty where it just keeps going.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
Bail out of the area.
But even aside from off maps, because you can't cancel that crew repair. So say if a pack starts firing, you can't cancel it, and so you don't ever pop that in combat or near enemy units.
It's a really poor use of the Hawkers as well. There's no squads available to kind of follow that up. There's no vision either.
Yeah, you won't attack that vision.
Bit of a waste of munitions, but I mean, at least they're spending them. It's not a bad thing.
That's true. Yeah,
we're gonna see it. Oh, machine, we're gonna see it. Oh, we're gonna see it. Don't do it. Don't do it to us, Rasputin. Don't do it to us.
So how many squads can? Okay, we've got 2 packs.
Oh, okay, he's not doing it. Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe, to be fair, maybe he's new, so it's certainly possible. You get team games where people play with friends, so.
Oh yeah, it's just priorities.
So,
is you have to like forget micro. Like it's #1 rule of Coh2. I guess it's unit preservation. That's probably the most important thing. But secondly, it's about spending your resources. Micro comes like third, even in Company of Heroes. Yeah. It doesn't matter how good your micro is if you have a third of your army because you're not spending the resources, you're not going to win. But I would say unit preservation is the important thing because it's more of the fundamental skill set which it revolves around. And so if you can work on that from the start, just make sure you're retreating things. And Gaming Neko's managed to spend his float.
Yeah.
Look at this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I hope he has because his battle group's over here. Yeah, it doesn't have medics or the retreat point, which is kind of a problem.
It's a little unfortunate. There was if there was a medical bunker next to him, you might be able to make use of that. Going to be active in moving it towards your allies' medical bunker. There's one on the right-hand side for Rasputin. He has one. Yeah,
this is the thing that you can do to be a good teammate is build med bunkers for your teammates. If they have a battle group off to the side like we see here. Because the thing is also to remember is even if the full retreat point was active, when squads retreat, they actually retreat to what's closest, either the HQ or the battle group. So if he was retreating squads from here, he wouldn't go to the battle group, he would go to his HQ because it's closer. Same with mages.
Allies committing a lot to try and take out this Panzer headquarters now. Caduceus are fired. A bunch of different artillery's fired as well, but it's not quite there.
Okay,
there goes down.
Panzer headquarters. That was the howitzer barrage, the 240 mil. Very strong off map.
Another shot, I'm pretty sure.
Oh!
I was about to say it can scatter a lot, that last one there. That was disgusting. That was 4 squad wipes there.
Yeah, Rocket and Pack 2 ISGs.
Yeah. Ouch. David Nico wishing he had that 1,000 manpower right about now to reinforce those bad boys.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
Well, so long as the weapons aren't destroyed by the indirect fire, he can just recrew them. This is where getting a half track would be useful, of course. KW can't do that. Oh wow, is this an army of KV8s?
Seems so. However, on their main guns, which is an interesting choice.
It's not really that good. You should definitely have IS-2s if that's his intention. Have a medium tank.
They haven't penetrated the guns at once.
He's not focusing the P4.
Yeah,
Wow.
Certainly should have been the choice for the SV-85. Now it's going to be under pack fire. It was really just a poorly executed push with no vision.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean, the main gun isn't the worst thing in the world when it comes to the KV8s, but they're not supposed to contribute in those kind of tank battles.
It's a secondary weapon. It's not an alternative weapon. It's not a how are you feeling today weapon. It's a secondary weapon. It's there's a Puma firing at your KV8, or P4. You want to try and do something, or still, it's really not designed to be used as an anti-tank weapon. That's what the IS-2 is for. That's what the SU is for. Ooh.
Now, Adele has lost most of his population cap here.
Okay, this is a little bit
Double
bold. No.
They get destroyed and actually instantly gets taken out.
50 cal as well. See,
Clowns don't exactly duel well at
Troop level barrage now available.
Sector Artie, one of those caddies went down.
down for a while. Decent hold over this victory point for our Axis. They're on 257 EPs compared to the 359 of our allies.
So we're gonna have a Churchill Crocodile and just a regular Churchill variant, as well as the strafe comes
Nice,
through.
well executed.
No hull down, sad face. But still, a little bit outnumbered are the Axis. This should be cleaned up pretty quickly.
Well, the Never Sport should be coming in with another strafe in just a second. Well, not going to matter, this Panzer IV is going to get a lot done.
Well, that was a raid.
Should be focusing the closer Churchill in this situation for a couple of reasons. Mainly the close. As it turns out, maybe not. The Churchill taking a fair bit of damage from
The Sector Artie, once
the
again,
Sector Artie.
he's not retreating his units. And he's going to
Sector Artie's
throw
going to take out both
away.
of these Churchills.
That's another Artie of some
What a
kind.
move.
What Artie was that? That was the light Artie.
Light Artie
barrage.
barrage, yeah.
Wow.
Gotta move, gotta dodge those Arties. Red smoke is bad.
Yeah,
Red sectors are bad.
He's been 3 squads. It's good. The mech being built, so perhaps Gaming Nico wanting to have a King Tiger.
Possibility. Disputing here, a bit more fuel until he can afford the Tiger here, so should be getting more squads out on the field. It's actually not in a bad spot when it comes to his population cap at this stage of the game, so this is definitely cache time. Your population cap pretty much filled out to a situation where you're like, I'm not sure what to build a cache. Caches are the way to go.
Yeah, I like those caches here. That'll be good. When you have those call-ins and you want to just spam as much as possible, then caches are a way to go. And US player going to be pushing up with some support weapons. This is an ambo, so we can reinforce these, but there's a lot of indirect fire. Those ISGs, they weren't destroyed, so they were recrewed. And actually a bit of veterancy on these mortars. Jeez.
Haven't seen a Pack 43 this game yet. It's going to be an option for Jaeger. There's enough off maps for our allies that they'll be able to take the map pretty quickly. So.
Okay, is this an
Sector in
incendiary? Oh no,
particular.
this is the 40 mod. This could be
Yeah.
quite nasty. Oh, well, hit there. Got something. It's a shame where it was. If it was over here, it would have been much more
Could've got some more work
disastrous.
Definitely dodgeable.
Long
Scatter
scatter.
and a half, yeah. It's a tendency to do that. Think of a break in the action now. Our Axis are really in, surprisingly, the commanding position. It's a nasty Katusha barrage.
Yeah, that's great. Look at how low these weapons are. I just like how you said a break in the action and there's still shells firing.
A relative break in the action, I suppose, for team gamers machines. So
Yeah.
our Axis looking really good in terms of their population cap. Got a bit of resources floated up, and allies not so much. Post not in a good position after losing double Churchill. It's a big throwaway. Pago now with a 740 fuel float, should probably be spending that. Not sure where his population cap's at, but he needs tanks.
I really like the sound engineering on those railway shells. Like the sound of it, the anticipation, the impact. It's very well constructed. Same with the Sturmtiger. The unit gives me cancer, but the effect of it is really cool. Like how it has, rather than actually you don't hear the shell, you hear the ringing. Like it's a really cool way to try and comprehend the level of destruction.
Yeah.
Oh, the sniper goes down.
Cargo's actually even spent fuel, to be honest. really made access, made
Oh,
use of the
God,
armor company
yeah,
at
wow,
all,
800
so,
fuel.
Yeah.
M10 spam is quite strong. Bulldozers aren't amazing, but they're still, they're still not
Worth
bad.
having, yeah.
Remember when the bulldozer was the heaviest tank US got?
Yeah. Back in the day. So the Hawker are going to be coming in. Running into MGs here. Hawker's not just going to wipe them for you.
Yeah, he has vision there from the engineers.
We get anything to happen here. That's blowing through all of the munitions for Buster as well. A fair bit floated up, but that's now going to be gone. No vision remaining for these Hawkers, so you don't really have to worry about that.
We have lost an MG team.
When you say support weapons, yeah, carcasses all over the ground.
Oh, that's a flamer. I'm going to get it on the screen. That's a bar. One, is that Shrek? What?
Yeah.
It's not just support weapons, it's also...
bars, Shreks. There's a flamer there as well, on the right hand side.
All kinds of weapons.
2 flamers.
But you know what they say, Blake? The pen is mightier than the sword. Whoever said that obviously has never tried firing a Pac 40.
Walker's actually still at the north here on the left-hand side in that victory point. Seems though we have another Churchill potentially in the front lines. Another tank here for Foster on the left-hand side. Has actually gone down now. Ah, no. Actually still up. Churchill. Alive.
It's already firing somewhere. Oh, here. That's where it is. And the caddy as well. On death's door.
Get out of there, man.
I think he's actually over.
If this is another sector arty, this is the... Yeah, it is. This is the second one that the Katusha's actually survived.
Well, it's actually the assault arty.
Right. Oh, it is assault arty, right, okay.
Sector arty is the defensive one?
Yeah. Assault arty.
Sector arty, yeah.
Second assault arty that the Katusha has actually survived. I mean... drop a squad. To recrew there.
Did he? Was it not?
Yeah.
Was that?
No, it wasn't. There was another squad.
Yeah, you generally want to avoid capping with 3 model squads, 4 model squads, so you don't lose the squad. It's just much more manpower efficient.
I swear, if this came out, it's on main gun. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's on secondary.
Oh no!
Yeah, you definitely want to use the flamer.
Yeah, use the flame, bro.
It's
just if you're forced into a situation where you only need to use the secondary gun, then do it. But if not, you should just be sitting on flame the entire time.
It's like making a sandwich. It's this really nice sandwich. You've got bacon, you've got cheese, you've got all the salads you can dream of, and then you get the sandwich, and then you eat the crusts, and you're like, and then you put the sandwich down because like the reason why you got this beautiful bacon sandwich was to eat the crusts, and that's all you want to do with the sandwich. That's the analogy that I think is most relevant here. You're wasting the potential. You're not using it how it is most effective, most tasty. I guess you could analogize. We do have the Tiger. That's going to be the first heavy tank of the game, unless you consider the Churchill a heavy tank, which it kind of is. Heavy tank. I mean, it is a heavy tank. It doesn't have as lethal weaponry.
Yeah.
In terms of the health, I suppose. Oh, bulldozer. Okay, so we do have a tank for the US guy.
Nice, good stuff. Starting to invest some of that fuel.
He can wipe the pack if he gets good shots off here, but he can't fight these.
Yeah, this is a bad play.
Krupp Steel, Jagdpanzer, and the Tiger.
The stops as well. Yeah, it's going down. Should have just backed out along the road there. Should have known that the Tiger was up, that the Jagdpanzer was up as well. So
he lost his Ober squad with the LMG to cap the ISG, so you definitely want to avoid doing that. So you get captured with the Fusiliers, captured with the Sturms, because you can retreat the squad and reinforce it. Don't cap with the Obers.
Towards our victory point, it's 296 for our allies compared to the 194 of the Axis.
Yeah.
Harder machine, harder.
If he was on prioritized vehicles, he would have wiped the Ambo. You want to have those tank destroyers on prioritized vehicles. There's no reason for a tank destroyer to be on not on prioritized vehicles.
M10, nice, cool.
Yeah, 1v1 though, not a good number for the M10. You want to have multiple M10s.
veritable swarm is certainly the way to go. But the Hawker's going to be coming in that northern sector machine, left-hand side VP, western sector. Get my directions right.
West Coast, Best Coast.
West Coast, Best Coast. It's not going to break the camp very effectively.
People often ask us where in Oz are we from, and my response is West Coast, Best Coast.
See, in this scenario, what would have been better is maybe pushing the Churchill forward with some other squads behind it, then calling in the Hawker. As you can see here, there's a distinct lack of 18. You would have had the vision area as well. You would have seen that the MGs were forward. Could use the Churchill to wipe the MGs down, moving the infantry in to follow that one up. Certainly better ways to play that engagement.
There is a pack here as well. Popping the target weak point would be a good idea. Use that smoke. Okay, that's actually really bad because it slows him down. And it's like a backward smoke. It may have saved him now because he didn't attack around. It's like, you don't use that really defensively. It's more of a aggressive from fearing the
Poster loves his Churchills. Chase that one as well, rather than waiting for that last shot. And this stage certainly a little bit too late to chase it.
This pack's getting so much veterancy from this. It's probably Vet 0 before this engagement.
He's having a great time.
He's doing it again. It slows you down, but I guess, given that these players aren't using attack round, it's probably worth it.
Yeah. It's probably worth it more in situations where you need to smoke off if you're really close, but when you're close to max range, just back out of the arc and take one of those shots. So.
Yeah.
Love of God, if those KV-8s don't start shooting flames, machine. Ah! This is offending me. I'm offended.
You have the IS-2. The IS, I guess you're limited. You were limited to one IS-2, but get one IS-2. Yeah, he hasn't got a single one this game. So heavy tanks are just always worth building. Heavy tanks are just so cost efficient, and they just offer everything. You should always have them if you can have them. Putting conscript as well, Vet 0.
Disputing. Again, buddy, another 3 squads of Panzer Grenadiers is the way to go here. See what his composition is at the moment. It's actually a 64 pulp cap. Not too bad.
Maybe this is why they assassinated Rasputin. Because he wasn't spending his manpower. So took him out. Yeah, this is a graveyard.
Recap City.
Recap City. Alright. KV-8's vs Tiger. I don't know why Tiger's backing away from this. Tiger, man, you got this. This is all you. This is all you.
That's an easy 1v2 for the Tiger.
Yeah, there will be the AT grenades, but apart from that, I don't know the percentage of the penetration chance, but it's probably like a 5% pen chance.
Yeah, not the way to go. An IS-2 is the way to go. KV-8's the main guy is just not great.
Or
it's another KV-8 down.
Or a single KV-8 with Su-76's what 85 even for support.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
KV-8's a nice forward tank. Absorb damage.
It's doable.
Yes,
it's a mid shield.
It is indeed.
This caddy has done well though. 39 kills.
IS-2!
Yes, nice.
Yes, good stuff.
Excellent.
This is...
He just needs to have
puts it on
support.
secondary gun, so only the pintle machine gun
it's a captain's point.
Yeah.
He needs to have AT support, Su-85s, preferably given that there is some heavy German armor.
Towards our victory points, 277 for our allies, 160 for the Axis.
I keep seeing this water and I'm like, oh no, he might sink the Tiger, and I'm like, oh, this is summer. He won't sink it in the shallow river. I'm just not used to seeing this map on summer.
It's going to be pushing out, potentially looking for a triple cap here machine. A few squads running forward. The Arctic going to be an option here for gaming Nico at this stage. Our allies don't exactly have a huge tank presence, but it is an option.
Given that most of the tanks are either dying to artillery fire, or they're dying to, I don't know, anything, given the secondary weapon of the KV-2, KV-8, the King Tiger is probably the better choice here. But actually, these Cromwells are doing very well for themselves. They've managed to take the left island. The pack isn't being refaced. There's no armor on the field to defend this one. And it is actually King Tiger.
Can we just look at the arc of the pack machine? Look at the arc of the pack.
Oh,
Okay, he ended up getting wiped, but yeah. We'll drive into the pack arc while it's still at 2 goals. Not the best idea. This is nice with the ice too.
Well, that's a squad wipe path there. I didn't get any fouls off with his Volks before he retreated. Duking out.
Prioritized vehicles either for the
No,
ice
he's
too.
not. Oh my god.
Another shot.
There's actually a bazooka. It wasn't even a Shrek.
Just the one bazooka. Tiger gets another shot off. Bazooka shot probably won't be enough here. The IS2 actually finishes off the Tiger, and the bazooka no luck. IS2 should back away.
IS2 wins, and there comes the King Tiger.
Certainly will finish off this little engagement. King Tiger angry. King Tiger bounce?
Yeah,
wow.
he bounced.
Decent front armor on the IS2, you gotta remember.
See, this is the problem with no hold fire mode, is the IS2 automatically refaces his turret against that half track. King Tiger could have abused that. Anyway, on the left, I don't know, that's kind of a bit more important here, because we are about to see the Churchill spam. We are seeing it now.
Yeah, you better.
It's already here.
Engineers ready and gunning for repairs. This is the point for tank destroyers. Tiger would be a nice choice from Gaming Nico. But he did go the King Tiger. It's going to be on the right-hand side, so up to our other Axis players to get some tank destroyers up and rolling against these Churchills.
The thing is with the Churchills, though, is their penetration isn't that good, and their armor is very low, so they
Mediums
don't.
can do it. So.
Yeah, well, mediums. Yeah. I mean, not so much mediums, but just regular other heavies.
Yeah.
The King Tiger,
Yeah.
the regular Tiger, the Tiger Mark 6. Whatever, Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger, I think that's what it's called. Hey, whatever. You don't really need like a specialized. You don't need a heavy tank destroyer. A light tank destroyer, Panzerstug, would be great because they're more about just that fast rate of fire. So it's not like if there were a bunch of comets or something, you're like, oh crap, we need to have tank destroyers, allied tank destroyers. That's where you really want to have the heavy Axis tank destroyers, but 3 Churchills aren't to be underestimated.
Certainly not. Opposed to with a scary army now. Churchills and certainly 3v1 packs.
Anti-aircraft tank ready and waiting.
They also throw grenades, which are very good versus AT guns.
Giving them the full drive-by.
Alright, we have the Churchill's worst nightmare. The sector artillery! Retreat! Run for your lives, boys!
Go, Churchills, go! Several of your brethren have
my
died
God.
to the sector artillery.
Get out, get out!
Yeah. Nice to see our allied players learning on the go, just like
Reacting,
getting the proper dodges.
Needs to be some tanks combined with the infantry pushes. They're just kind of throwing away squads here.
There's a few Argonaut specials on the menu, man. Like, yeah.
Oh, but we have a Tiger and also a King Tiger moving in as well. If this was timed, there could have been some fousts. This would have been very deadly, but as it is now, I'm sure the Churchills will get wrecked Reno. But at the same time, not good coordination. The King Tiger's a little bit late to the fight, but it shouldn't matter here. The Churchills aren't very good versus these Tigers. That's essential. Okay, that won't help him too much.
Not engagement you should be taking closer. Has the potential to get out with a couple of these Churchills. They have so much health, but he's just not getting them out of there. Just knowing which engagements you can take and which engagements you can't take.
Maybe the Tiger dies, but the King Tiger not a chance. Good micro read.
Yeah, even that Faust's gonna go off as well.
And that's Capago quit. That was actually the US player though.
Yeah.
That wasn't the Brit player. It would seem like a GG moment there when you lose 3 Churchills. It's a pretty devastating loss. Weird timing for the quit, given the US have 100 VPs remaining, or to take the Axis out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a
Drop, maybe.
Yeah, it was probably a drop. But I don't think it matters at this stage, given the amount of losses the Allies have now faced.
Axis still in a commanding position. If they can get a VP cat and get holding on that one. From Muscle. There we go. Got to be going for the victory point now.
Well,
pretty late shocks here from a Dylan Carvalho.
yeah, I'd probably rather shock spam than con spam.
Yeah.
Like in this late game situation. Oh, triple pioneers. It's nice to see.
Well spent, Rasputin. Well spent. Good stuff.
I think we should fast forward this one. There is a bot.
So watch this engagement, the King Tiger pushing forward. IS-2 shooting out on the cliff. Pretty deadly Katusha barrage though.
Incendiary 2.
Fire with the Incendi.
Yeah, the IS-2 finally gets his gun up.
All of the squad's going to be wiped down for our Axis, and the IS-2 manages to push forward across the river.
Just seeing if there's any other supporting tanks nearby.
Katusha, how many kills is that thing on now? Must be a few.
Well, that was the Panzer with the Caddy.
Caddy,
53.
Yeah, 53
wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow. King Tiger.
The hero conscript with the AT grenade? No, goes down. Stuka coming down as well. Stuka gonna keep chasing this one. It's a main gun destroyed.
Yeah, but he was actually focusing the Panzerwerfer. Still no prioritized vehicles.
Pick a target.
King Tiger should win this one.
Yeah.
But actually, given the health difference, maybe not.
Panzerwerfer gonna be sniped down.
Pack firing on the side, the Vet 2 pack.
IS-2 could almost have taken that one down, but the Vet 2 pack a little bit scary, and the Tiger might actually be the one to chase down the IS-2 main gun destroyer. That's going to spell the end for this IS-2. Tiger should just keep chasing this one.
Yeah, he'll die now. On the left side, meanwhile, another Churchill. This time, there's actually the Brumbar, but he's focusing the Brumbar
And not the
when
pack.
he should be focusing the pack. Remember, you have those grenades that you can just wipe the AT guns with. It's a very silly ability. You shouldn't be able to wipe AT guns that easily, given that the main gun already can wipe them.
I remember back in the day with old Churchill health. Very first time I built one. Just rampaged through.
Did that used to be really OP?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got nerfed, like, initially. I'm pretty sure it was a health nerf. I'm pretty sure they had some stupid amount of health. It was just next level ridiculous compared to the regular level ridiculous.
I know the Crocodile was actually unbeatable. Like, it would wipe squads instantly. You just couldn't win the game if your opponent had one. It was ridiculous. I don't remember the regular Churchill being OP, but you're probably right. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
The Brit launch was pretty shaky. I think they got their armor reduced. Yeah, they must have more
Maybe it
armor,
was that,
and they were just really hard to kill.
Important to listen to audio cues as well. Panzers, you can hear them firing. Caddies, you can hear them firing. Everything you can hear them firing. Stukas, those kind of indirect fire are really important, as well as arty strikes as well. So use your ears as well when it comes to company of heroes.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Up in favour of our Axis here.
This is the bot.
Gaming Nico and Rasputin looking good. That's why I haven't made a comment on that, how deep the bulldozers are, so.
Alright.
Even at least the bot's spending the fuel every time it gets enough fuel.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, bulldozer please, so. Yeah, every time it gets the manpower available. Deadly Katusha barrage. I'm not sure what the thumbnail should be, the Assault Bay one or the, this is how many assault weapons, this is how many support weapons
mortars,
are ready to decap.
Flamers. You know
Truly a battlefield.
like that Call of Duty game mode called Scavenge in like Modern Warfare 3, where you pick up weapons off the ground.
Yeah.
You have to get ammo. This is what this is right now. This is like you have to pick up the weapons.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Triple
Wow,
flame
flamers.
upgrade, yeah, that's one way to spend munitions.
The bot's actually repairing the 50 cal. Wow, those pioneers. Oh.
Squad has been killed.
Right, he's using the flamer, but it's against the tiger. Oh man, like the one time he finally uses the oh no, he's not swap to it. Okay, now he's on the secondary gun now.
Good stuff.
But it's like, it's just... IS-2 may force the tiger away.
Churchill finding another poor engagement in the middle of the map. In fact, gets a few more shots off. I still have a double cap on here. Axis just need to get a hold on these VPs. And yeah, that's not great pack placement when it comes to when you're facing up against a Katusha. You screenshot this as an example of what not to do when it comes to.
We need to go on like cheat mod so we can zoom out and get like all of them on one screen.
No other stupid useless units in the way.
There's more up here. Yeah. Wow. The Obersoldaten ISG crew.
Have any flanking squads taking that out? Actually, maybe another couple of support weapon wipes. It's really hard to tell what gets wiped nowadays. The amount that are on the ground here. Stupid barrage comes in. Axis should have this one. Play it smart.
Again, this is the bot. So yeah, he doesn't care though. He's like, I just want to repair this engine.
He's doing his job, isn't he? He's an engineer. Makes sense.
Well, he's a rear echelon, so it's sort of. Okay, this is a nice mix of German armor, Puma, Panther, Tiger, King Tiger. So the Axis still are getting low on VPs though, so this game isn't necessarily over.
Looking for the kill onto the Katusha. Not finding one. Just be our Axis holding our VPs at this point. Another Churchill push on the left-hand side on that VP.
We have lost a pack gun.
This time, Crocodile and Churchill, both of them going to be available. So it's a much better unit mix.
Securati.
We have lost an MG.
Both of these are going to be wiped, guaranteed.
I can hold guarantee.
Not an Argonaut guarantee, but just a pretty firm idea of what's going to happen. Should be able to deal this one out pretty well.
I don't think that was the Sectorati. That wasn't it. The Sectorati must have fired somewhere else because that definitely wasn't it.
6-pounder also firing at the Panther during that engagement. See it going down. They need to drive that close with the Panther as well.
What? The Stuart actually gets the Panzerwerfer, nice.
Pretty solid dive. Looking towards the victory points. 49 for our Axis compared to the 153 of the Allies.
We are losing a sector.
Currently heading towards the triple cap and a really solid hold over the central VP.
I think these packs have been, they've been recrewed.
Yeah. Still not perfect positioning.
The funneling of forces here is quite deadly, but yeah, really.
I love summer.
SU-85s is what he needs instead of those KV-8s. Unless he uses them to destroy the packs. But he doesn't need to because of the caddy.
Yeah, caddy's just going to take both of them out again. All of the armor of our allies going down.
Brumbar versus bulldozers are funny. It's a funny sight. They're kind of not really doing much to each other.
GG call from our Axis. Pretty confident they should be able to close this game out.
Oh, was that an aggressive GG?
Yeah.
Oh.
A medium tank was just lost.
There's only one.
Tank destroyer is ready.
Wait, who left?
Adel. On the one of the other allies. So it's 2 bots. Versus,
yeah, okay, right. The Soviet left. So it's just the brute guy there. The Churchill man poster.
Churchill monster. Can he get a VP cap and hold it? I doubt this. Please dive. This game is certainly over. GG, a few things to work on, probably for both of our teams there. Hopefully they get to see this one and a couple of our comments helped a little bit. Slugfests!
Wow, epic fight. Wow.
Actually, AT guns having a bit of veterancy fun with these Churchills. Both going down, and there's the surrender.
Surrender. Well, we made it. We survived. Got through this game.
Our long cast of the 3v3.
Oh.
To recap, spend your resources, guys.
I mean, that's kind of what I meant. It's like, whenever we get these team games, despite the name of this replay being Epic 3v3, it really is a roll of the dice. I don't know, Blake. I'm drained mentally and physically from training.
Yeah.
It's tiring.
I don't know if
Trying to
training
remain...
or casting this game for
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
Good fun. So hopefully a few of our tips helped out a little bit. More things to work on. And thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed this Slugfest team game.
Yep. Professional outro. It's funny doing these noob games every now and again, but please do only send us replays if it's like kind of mid to high tier, preferably, especially for 1v1s. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.